Don't we love our band? Yeah. And we love us some Neil Young, too. All right. Y'all ready to sing? Here we go. If ever I fly, God knows why, the mind that knows all will not let me fall. When I feel blind, God's light shines through you and me as harmony. Made of God's stuff. I go with the flow, and God lets me know that the balance of life is a dance of love. Though good may seem far, as near as you are. Though bad may be here, it will disappear in the middle of through you and me has harmony. I am enough. I'm made of God's stuff. I go with the flow, and God lets me know that the balance of life is the dance of love. Whenever I fail, God fills my sails, and when I succeed, it's not only me, it's a limitless life that makes it all right. Through you and me has harmony. I am enough. I'm made of God's stuff. I go with the flow, and God lets me know that the balance of life is a dance of love. I am enough. I'm made of God's stuff. I go with the flow, and God lets me know that the balance of life is a dance of love. You guys sounded great. Let's do another one. Please stand for this one. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. I am. Now take some time to say hello to the people around you.
We've got our little choreography now.
created me. I am a light in this world. I am as love created me. I am, I am, I am. I am as love created me. I am a light in this world. I am as love created me. I am, I am, I am. Let's do it again. I am as love created me. I am a light in this world. I am as love created me. I am, I am, I am. I am.
Oh, okay. There's one in my purse. Just a minute. We're looking for. Hello? Anybody there? Can you hear me? No. Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living here in the beautiful Baha'i Center. My name is Judy Chapman, and I am your assistant minister. I'm delighted to see each and every one of you here today. We're finally getting into the groove of a new space for a while. So excited. You know, I love that first song. I'm made of God's stuff. That's who you are. You're spirit in action. You're made, all the qualities of God are within each and every one of us. We are the divine in action. So I love that. I'm made of God's stuff, and I am enough. You are enough, just the way you are right here, right now. And I've said it for 25 years. You can never be more spiritual than you are today. It doesn't matter how many more retreats you go to or Sunday services. You are spirit. So you can't be more spiritual. You are spirit divine. We're looking for a lighter. You got it? Okay. Whoever you are and whatever spiritual path you're on, you're welcome here. We are a trans-denominational center. Simply means we welcome everyone, every walk of life, and we respect and we honor all cultures, all faiths, all paths to God. That's who we are. We're doing the Flames of Faith. It's a call to service. And we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faith, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence that we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, and we honor it here today. We light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and the practices of all the indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring those four noble truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and the path of peace. We light the candle for all forms of new thought honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And as Kathy Story, our practitioner, lights that last candle, please let it represent the path that brought you to this service this morning. And now we'll have 2 minutes of sacred silence.
And staying in that silence. For in the silence there is peace. It is that peace that goes beyond our understanding. It is that wise beyond the wisdom. It is that thing that has always been, will ever be. It is that thing in back of all eternity. And what I know is that this one is present in a big way today. We called into deep and deep answers, for we are one with this one. We are not a drop in the ocean. We are an ocean in a drop. Its nature is our nature. And we are here today. We are here to learn, to play, to serve, to have fun. And I'm so grateful for this community and this at this center, a place to worship, the Baha'i Center. I know that this day unfolds perfectly, and as we open our hearts and our minds, we glean a new idea. Something goes deeper. Reverend Arpad uploads, downloads spirit, and it just pours forth. And we receive easily and effortlessly. And so I know this day we frolic. We are together in community. There is love, there is joy, there is communion. So I'm so grateful for the message, for the music. Oh my God, the music. And I just simply release this prayer, knowing it is done. And together, please join me in saying, and so it is.
Kathy?
Oh, you know what? I have more to do, sorry. Okay, let's say our global vision. I got into that prayer. Okay, please join me in saying, we see a world that works for all, where humanity rediscovers personal creative power, where we live as one global family, where communities are involved in meaningful service to the world, and where there is peace, harmony, and justice for all. And so it is. Please join me in the affirmation. Say it like you mean it. I use my voice to empower myself and others to claim greater freedom. And so it is.
Thank you, Kathy. We're still getting in the groove here. Yeah, we'll make it. We'll good. Now it is a great joy for me to bring forth our fabulous vocalist this morning, who has been with us so many times, and we are so grateful for that he's back with us again. Please welcome James Higgins.
Good morning. Yeah, yeah. There's a peace of God within me. It's love, it's grace, and it's might. When doubt and fears confuse me, I cover up the light. So the Spirit came, said it's time to claim the light of God is mine, and I am gonna let it shine. Yes, I am. I'm gonna let it shine. The light that burns within me, I'm gonna let it shine and let my spirit free. Way down deep inside of me, there's a light that I want the world to see, and I am gonna let it shine. Yes, I am. There's a spark way down inside of me, and it has burst into a flame. Now my soul is blazing brightly, and I will never be the same. I won't sit back, I know, I got to get on track, 'cause the light of God is mine, and I am gonna let it shine. Yes, I am. I'm gonna let it shine. The light that burns within me, I'm gonna let it shine and set my spirit free. Away down deep inside of me, there's a light that I want the world to see, and I am gonna let it shine. I want you to sing this with me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yes, I am. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it. One more time, sing it. Say it now. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yes, I am. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, yeah. This little light of mine, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. 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 I'm gonna let it shine. Yes, I am. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, yeah. This little light of mine, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine all around the world. Let it shine. Yeah, yeah, let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, yeah, let it shine. Every day and every night, all around the world. Yeah, yeah, yes, it shines. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, yeah, let it shine. Oh, yeah. Try that. Oh my gosh. There it is. Hi, Reverend Arpad, Staff Minister, Senator for Capistrano Valley, Center of Spiritual Science. Welcome. Ha. I'm very excited to be here. I'll tell you, it's like 2 weeks in a row now. I think it's a good thing. And I want to share a secret with you. I'm retired. And they say I live in my golden years. And I'll tell you, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Life is so different. I have the ability to see differently by being retired. My stress level is down, except for maybe this week. I don't have to commute anymore to LA. I don't have to work Disney hours anymore, which is like daytime, then you go to midnight, and you work the midnight shift, and you get back on a day shift the next. It was insanity. I get to run my business, and I get to work 3 days a week, and I get to play 4. And it's a good life. So I highly recommend you get here. The funny part was when Reverend Alice asked me to speak a couple of weeks ago, I said, sure. I realized it was Memorial Day, and I said, well, I could do something on Memorial Day. It's not a big deal. And then I read the topic for today, and it gave me pause to look at my life again. Now, I'm going to read you, because I could never speak this way. The topic, freedom from discord. This week we'll dive into the informative power of speaking out for individual and collective liberation. Breaking the silence can enhance trust, drive meaningful change, and foster more inclusive society. We'll explore the barriers that keep us from voicing our truths, share practical strategies to overcome them. Join us to learn how embracing our voice can pave the way for personal empowerment and collective progress. The reading is, it takes commitment to stay with the rigors of the journey. Each fresh insight points to the way of greater wholeness. Our motivation expands and our being realigns. The work of becoming more integrated calls for a commitment of self-scrutiny and growth. But because integration pivots an axis that includes both being and doing, it reshapes the relationship between self and others and spurs us to examine the quality both of our inner life and our engagement in the world. As we have already seen, activism and mysticism must grow both in areas. What the heck does that mean? I mean, those are big, big, big words. And what I realize is what it's saying is, find your voice. Don't be silent. Speak up. Advocate for yourself. That's what that part of the talk is. So my talk is in 2 parts. One is about Memorial Day, and one is about advocacy, right? So what do we know about Memorial Day so far? Is it a holiday for a celebration? Well, maybe. We do know that Memorial Day is the time to honor the brave men and women who have served their country and died. It's a form of remembrance. Now, I know if Reverend Judy was given this talk, we'd have some patriotic videos up here. But we can't do that right now. But it's a form of remembrance because all of those people gave their lives for something that they believed in. And they perished. My question to you is,
Can you believe in something and not be against anything? Can you believe in something and not be against anything? Think about that. Is that possible? Because we talk about a world that works for everyone. How do you create a world that works for everyone? How do you create a world in this political climate that works for everybody without stepping on somebody's toes? How do we do that? Good question. So my question this morning to you is, what is it in you that still needs to be done? It could be financial, it could be personal, it could be health issues, it could be something you never got to in your lifetime. What is there still to do? You know, I was not around for World War I, thank God, nor World War II. But I read a lot of stories. I watched a lot of movies, and, you know, Private Ryan. How many of you have seen Private Ryan? To me, that was the closest thing I've ever seen of being in battle, with bullets whizzing by and people being taken out. That beach scene was incredible. That was war. That was horror. But as a nation, we believed in that. But I was around for the Vietnam War. And that was a very turbulent time in our country. Millions and millions of people were protesting at any given time. You know, it was kind of it's kind of crazy. But it was a time of the hippies, quote me, against them, the establishment. Okay? Now, who was the establishment? The establishment was the military. The establishment was the government. We had racism, we had prejudice, we had every horrible thing you could think of. So going back to the 50s and 60s wasn't such a great time, folks. It really wasn't. We've come a long way. War is not pretty. And we have to remember those who have died for us. But see, for me, to honor and respect the soldiers took time. It was not something that came naturally to me because I was a protester, you know? I was out there in the streets going, no, no, no. I was anti-war. And in 1967, I think, Mother Teresa was asked, we're having a anti-war rally. Please join us. And Mother Teresa said, no. I will never join anything that's against anything. But if you have a peace rally for peace, please invite me. A world that works for everyone, against no one. That's a heavy concept, don't you think? I mean, do you believe you can do that? You know, my wife and I are both very liberal. And don't boo me here, because we know we have some very conservative people in the group as well. But we would talk about lots of things. We believed in liberal values. But where we had an issue was with the war. Because my mindset was, war is bad, totally against it at all costs. Bum, 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 bum. My wife had a different perspective. My wife came from a perspective because her brother was killed in the war. He enlisted, came home, re-enlisted again, and got shot. Her perspective was having the Marines dressed in blue coming to the door and telling the family the son is dead. And that neighborhood that they lived in was the highest deaths of any community in the United States who had died in the war because they all volunteered and they all wanted to be there. So we had some different opinions about that war. And it took time for me to change my opinion. It took time for me to think differently. It took time for me to honor, love, and respect all those that have died before. You know, in World War I and World War II, when the boys came home, there was a ticker tape parade. There was great joy. There was great enthusiasm. We supported them as a country. But in Vietnam, when our boys came home, what was there? Nothing. There was nothing, because as a country, we decided that, well, I don't know if we decided, but as a country, losing was in bad taste. It was not an option. So when the boys from Vietnam came back, there was no parade. There was no acknowledgement. There was no appreciation. Yet they had died and gave their life for their country. Same thing for the Afghanistan. Same thing for Gulf War. So it's a whole different perspective when you realize, and when I began to realize, when my consciousness changed, is when I began to realize them and see them as people. To see them as people, young people that believe in something. And they chose to keep us free in this country. They chose to give their life, if needed, so we can remain free. I want to read this. Has anybody read the book The Choice by Eva Edgar? The Choice, embrace the possible. Embrace the possible. She was a Holocaust survivor. She survived Auschwitz, her and her sister. And it's her story of how she survived. It's her story of how she made choice is in her life to survive for the better possibility. So if we want a world that works for everyone, we have to make choices for the good, not against the bad. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Every choice she made got her to the next level of awareness. And now she is a world-renowned psychologist that helps people from the Holocaust, helps soldiers deal with the pain and death of war, to get through all the trauma that they have possessed. That's big, because I don't think we love our soldiers enough to recognize who they are. They're people, just like we're people. You know, and the other change for me came when Camp Pendleton. I was videotaping their memorial service, and the commandant or the commander of Camp Pendleton was a guest speaker. And I realized this was very interesting, because it's, you know, if you go to one of these ceremonies, they're all very military. They speak military. They have ritual, just like we have ritual when you go to church. Church is a ritual, is it not? So the military is a ritual. But when he was talking, he's talking about his boys in Camp Pendleton, looking out for his boys. He says, I know how boys are. They get in trouble. They do this, they do that. There was so much empathy and so much care and concern for his boys and their families. There's another level of realizing that they are all like us. They're very similar to us. The opposition is very similar to us. We're not that different. We just have different ideas and different thoughts and different beliefs. But can we create a world that works for everyone? I'm not going to talk about that. So how do we bridge the gap? How do we bridge the gap between social activism and spirituality? Because just doing and not praying is not a solution. Did you ever hear the term pray but move your feet? What do you think that means? Anybody got an idea? Anybody want to volunteer what that means? Pray and move your feet? Pray until you get the demonstration. Or anybody else? Yes? Can't or can't? Cannot rely on God. Okay? Anybody else understand that to be something different? Okay. Pray and move your feet means we pray because we connect to God. We know that God is the source of all things. And through God, everything is possible because we are part of God. But it also means you don't just sit down in your chair and wait for a woo to happen. You have to do something. You have to engage in the prayer. You have to be part of the solution. You have to get your bloated nothingness out of the way. We've heard that many times, right? You pray and then you move your feet. You walk towards the light. You walk towards the solution. You walk towards God. You know, I don't think that God sits on this throne and says, okay, I'm going to give you a prayer and you in prayer. You know, you don't get a prayer. No, you don't get what you... No, it's not that way. What we think about, we bring about. But what we believe is the key word, is what we believe to be true. Not what we think, but what we believe to be true is what manifests. So what is there in your life that still needs to be done is my question. There's a consequence for being silent in this country. Anywhere. There are consequences for being silent. And I got to tell you, when I was growing up, I made the wrong choices. I made the wrong choices. When I came to this country, I came during the Hungarian revolutions, and I was an immigrant. I didn't know any better. I came to this country, I learned the language, but I had a funny name. Arpad. You know, what the hell is an Arpad? Come on, tell me. Some of you still don't know my name. And it's okay. Arpad was the first head of the tribe that settled in Hungary and discovered Hungary. That's who Arpad was, okay? He's a very old and famous person. So growing up was difficult for me because I did not have the confidence and self-esteem to speak up for myself. Silence was my safety. Silence was my safety because if I didn't speak up, you know what? Nobody would know who I was. And if they didn't know who I was, I wouldn't get beat up by the kids. You know, if I was quiet, life was good. So as I grew up, I wish I had made better choices, but I didn't. Okay? So when it came to activism, you can't be silent. You have to be heard in some way. You can't allow the social... What word do I want to say? All right, any of those. Pressure or construct will work. When you see something wrong in the world, you have to speak up about it in some way. The only way that makes sense for you. It could be physically being part of it. It could be financially being part of it. It could be giving your heart, giving your soul to something. But give something if you see the world is not right. That's what that means. So what did I do? What's the number one fear in America? Public speaking, right? Scary stuff. I recommend highly at any age that you join Toastmasters. Oh my God, did that change my life? Because here was this quiet, shy guy who's learning to speak in public. You know, I get nervous before I come up here. Paula will tell you. Because everybody's looking at you. You're all looking at me. Like, all these eyes are all looking at me. You know, it's like, oh, what are they thinking? Do they like it? Do they not like it? Oh, my Lord, am I on the right path? Am I on the wrong path? Oh, what's going to happen afterwards? What are they going to think? Oh, they're going to be bored and they're not going to ever speak to me again. Whew. Let go of the fear. Let go of self-care. How do I say this? Self-care. Self-care is what we need most in this world, because with self-care, if we can love ourselves, we can love the person next to us. If we can love them, then maybe we can love somebody on the other side of the political party, or maybe the military, or maybe a police officer is just a human being. You know, my niece is dating a police officer. Oh, wow. He's such a nice guy. He's such a nice guy. You know, we need that kind of love. So, finally, beside becoming a minister, which is even more upfront in your face, I think I'd like to do a meditation. Just something to quiet your mind down and just reflect on your life a little bit. Just ask yourself what needs to be done. And if you're good with everything, that's awesome. That is awesome. No yawning over there. I saw that. Okay, you ready? Just close your eyes for right now. And be present in this room. Take a deep breath and exhale. And feel more and more relaxed. As you go deeper and deeper, feeling more relaxed. Say, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you for allowing me to be alive in your world. Take one more deep breath and exhale. Feeling your energy go through your feet, down through your toes, into Mother Earth below. And look around you. Look at the life you have lived and the choices you have made. And say, thank you, God. Thank you for my life. Thank you for the love. And now allow Spirit to hold your hands. Spirit says, is there more for you to do? Help me find my voice. Help me find my strength. I am for love and against nothing. I choose love. above all things. In my imperfection, I choose life. I know I am part of the great I am. I choose you, Spirit, to guide me, to direct me. Finally, say thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mother Earth. And please return to this room fully awake, fully present, and fully alive. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, welcome back. That's so much for my happy talk this morning. Thank you very much. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Higgins is next. He will cheer up your mood very quickly. Thank you.
Well, they gild their houses in preparation for the king, and they line the sidewalks with every sort of shiny thing. They will be surprised when they hear him say, hey, take me to the alley, take me to the afflicted ones, take me to the lonely ones that have somehow lost their way. Let them hear me say, I am your friend. Come to my table. Rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You will have a pardon. Take me to the alley. Take me to the afflicted one. Take me to the lonely ones that has somehow lost their way. Let them hear me say, oh, I am your friend. Come to my table. Rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You will have a pardon. They will be surprised when they hear me say, take me to the alley. Take me to the afflicted ones. Take me to the lonely ones that have somehow lost their way. Let them hear me say, oh, I am your friend. Come to my table. Rest here in my garden. You will have a pardon. You will have a pardon. Lonely one, tired one, afflicted one, rest here in my garden. Oh, you.
Oh, thank you so much, James Higgins. Let's give him another hand. Thank you. So beautiful. We're always so blessed when you're coming to be our vocalist. Thank you so much. Thank you, Songbirds. You've been so inspiring and so uplifting today. And what about them? Oh, my God. You're the best. You're the very best. We love our band, and you just look so colorful this morning. You just look great. Thank you. I wanted to say thank you again to Reverend Arpad for honoring wonderful, wonderful talk this morning, remembering our fallen soldiers and what the true meaning of Memorial Day is. Thank you. Thank you. I know it's a day to get together and have barbecues, but it is also a day to remember those that's, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Isn't that what it says? Yes. Yes. Okay, now it's time for our conscious committed giving. If the stewards would please come forward. This is our time that we can give back to where we're spiritually fed, and I've had a banquet of being spiritually fed today, so thank you. So let us say our affirmation together. My offering is my acceptance of God as the source of my supply, and it symbolizes my faith in the abundant flow of this supply.
There is a light within me. There is a light within me. There is a light within me. Illuminate me, illuminate me. There is a love within me. There is a love within me. There is a love within me. Illuminate me, illuminate me. There is a joy within me. There is a joy within me. There is a joy within me. Illuminate me, illuminate me. There is a peace within me. There's a peace within me. There is a peace within me. Illuminate me, illuminate me.
As these gifts go out into our community, we know that each recipient is blessed with lavish abundance and joyful, loving heart. We're so grateful for this opportunity to be able to share, to love, and to rejoice. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. If you're a visitor here for the first time, I would appreciate it if you'd sign our guest book, which is in the foyer, so that we know that you're here. And if you put your information down, we can send you our emails and what's happening, because we have a lot of things happening all week long. And we have a lot of people who volunteer. So if you volunteered this week or this month, could you please stand so we can acknowledge you and all the wonderful things that you do? Thank you. Thank you so much. And we have practitioners. Now, a practitioner in the science of mind vocabulary is a person who has been trained in the art and the science of affirmative prayer. Affirmative prayer means what we think about, we bring about, we put it in the positive, and we create that. Our thoughts are things, so we create it. So we have 3 practitioners today, Kathy Story, Tony Sparks, and Paula Manist, that if you would like to have a prayer, if you've hit a bump in the road, or if you want things just to get better than what they are, more of the good, then please see them there at the back of the auditorium. I think we call this an auditorium, not a sanctuary, right? For today, for me, it's a sanctuary. So in the back of the room, for you to have your prayer. Okay, so, that's invitations. That's me. I'm doing the invitations today. I want to, first, I have a big list here to tell you what all the things we're doing, but if you know somebody you don't see that's here, Google and our website still says our old address. So maybe people are going there or trying to find where we are and can't find us. Tell your friends if you see, is missing somebody that you know that used to come, give them a call and say, you know where we are? We're at the Baha'i Center. We're at the Baha'i Center now. So let them know. Get the word out. We don't want to lose anybody because that's who we are. Our center is you. It's not a building. It's each and every one of you. We make up the Center for Spiritual Living. So Conscious Connection is today in the lobby at noon. In the lobby at noon. Hospitality requests for next week. So we're going by the initial of our last name to who's bringing snacks for the next week. So next week is A through C. Chapman, that means I'm bringing a snack next week. Bring a fruit tray or a veggie tray or a pastry tray for next Sunday. Have it ready to serve because we don't have a big kitchen anymore, so have it all ready to serve. And remember to take your dish and your leftovers back home with you because we have no place to store them here also until we find our new place. We want to thank you in advance for helping us feed our spiritual family every Sunday. Next Sunday, wow, so happy. Tamsin and John are bringing back our sound bath. Yes, it's the first of the month, so we will have our sound bath, and it will be sure to bring your yoga mats because it'll be in the multipurpose room, the social room next door. A healing service at 12:30 in the social hall. Oh, that's when it's going to start, at 12:30. Bring your yoga mat because it's no carpet over there and you don't want to be laying on the floor. Let's see, and bring a pillow if you want a pillow. It's provided on a love offering basis. We have classes. Mondays with Mary will meet tomorrow on Zoom at 11 a.m. At 11 a.m. to 12:30. Even though it's Memorial Day, she is still meeting. They will finish the current books, and next week they will begin a new book, Friendship with God by Neil Donald Walsh. There's no yoga class tomorrow evening on Memorial Day. Mike Ward will conduct the yoga class on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. at our other facility in San Juan. Shifting Sands meets Thursday at 10:30 to 12:30. Coming Home Awakening to Spirit on Zoom with Joyce. Jean started that 16 years ago. We still meet every Friday morning at 8 a.m. So many people have moved away or back east, up north, but we still meet on Zoom, and it's wonderful. Please join us. The next Souls Journey is here at the Baha'i, is in 2 weeks on June 8th. So next week we have our service, and the following week we have a Soul Journey at 11. Details and all these activities are in our newsletter and on our website. And we're going to have that address changed today. There's also a printed version of these invitations in our lobby if you want to take one home to you, because we have so many things to do. So, and now let us have the songbirds back. Thank you.
It's time to sing our closing song, so please stand. Just right here right now. That's all there is right here and now. Just the here and now. Living for today. Just right here right now. That's all there is right here and now. Just the here and now. Living for today. Just right here right now. That's all there is right here and now. Just the here and now. Living for today. Living for today. Living for today.
Thank you, God. Thank you for allowing us to be alive, to be present, to be love, and let us to be joy. And as we go here home today, let us spread this goodness into the world and know it is good, and so it is.
And so it is.